Well, the upcoming presidential election and ever-changing oil prices kind of creating a lot of financial uncertainty out there for new and experienced investors as well. Ken Grant with Waterstone Private Wealth Management here today to talk about investing with us kind of during the maybe a little rockier and more uncertain times.
And plenty of ups and downs.
Exactly. True. So what exactly should people be watching out for as the election's coming up? Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, very different people.
They are, and so your vote definitely matters, but too often people get caught up in the headlines of what will those presidential candidates and the election do to the markets, and typically it's the exact reverse. In fact, studies have shown that it's the investor sentiment and how people feel about the economy and the prospects of their job and the impact of inflation that actually influences the presidential candidate, which is why you hear both sides giving vastly different reflections of the economy. Because if the misery index is low, meaning people feel really good about the economy, then about 75% of the time the incumbent party stays in power. If then the misery index has changed about 1.5%, which it has done over the last year, then 100% of the times the opposition party wins. That's why you hear two vastly different ones. So don't get caught up in their rhetoric, understand how it impacts you.
All right, and talk about tax policy a little bit. What should people be watching out for? I'm sure they have vastly different tax plans. I wouldn't even attempt to delve into that.
They do, and so it's always just an ideal that someone has until someone like the government reaches into your pocket. So understand there's a difference in the tax policies for each, but more importantly, understand what that impacts on your savings plan. Because if you don't have the ability to save, then you're vulnerable to ups and downs, those roller coasters of the market. So therefore, you need to be able to create good savings and then take care of your family, irregardless of what the economic cycle is.
Okay, and you said something about developing a plan with specific goals and kind of managing and balancing.
Absolutely. So no matter what the headlines will tell you, if you take care of a few things for your family, you'll always be okay. First is manage your budget so that you manage your expenses so that they don't overwhelm your income. And that way you can create short-term emergency funds as well as long-term savings funds for those hopes and dreams or retirement. Also, then you want to set plans that are very specific. Understand when it is you need to access your savings and why, and then that'll determine what your investment strategy should be. But you should definitely always have a plan for volatility. Know why you buy something and when you would sell it. The old buy and hold for decades no longer works. So have a plan for volatility.
All right. Ken Grant, Waterstone Financial Management, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Tanaya.